Hi, I'm Melissa Havertz, and in this video, I will be discussing stress management and how to deal with stress by using problem management skills. What do you think of when you hear the word stressed out? How does stress impact your coaching and your athletes? We will be using Chapter 11 of Sports Psychology for Coaches in this video as we discuss what stress is, Lazarus' model of stress, and healthy ways to manage stress. So first off, what is stress? Stress is a substantial imbalance between what we believe is demanded of us, or competitive demand, and what we perceive our capabilities to be for meeting those demands, or personal control. When we believe that the demands outweigh our ability, we experience stress. So our perception of a situation and our ability, not only a situation, contributes to our stress. Perception is important in determining how much stress one will experience. Stress expert Richard Lazarus explains that athletes weigh 3 types of information in appraising a potentially stressful situation. The 3 types of information are competitive demand, personal control, and coping strategies. When an athlete has an important goal and there is uncertainty about their ability to obtain that goal, there is high competitive demand. In sports, there is only stress if there is significant competitive demand. For example, playing a golf game with friends will not create the same kind of demand that playing for a state championship would have. The second aspect of Lazarus' model is personal control. If a player feels that the challenge is surmountable and that they have the performance capability, such as the knowledge, skills, tactics, and preparation to overcome this challenge, they have a high perception of personal control. The higher their personal control, the less stress a player feels. The opposite is true as well. The lower the personal control, the more likely stress is going to impact the player. The final aspect of Lazarus' model is coping strategies. These are techniques used to feel better emotionally and to perform well in demanding situations. Coping strategies fall under 3 categories: problem management, emotion management, and maladaptive coping. Problem management reduces or eliminates the source of the stress. When athletes use problem management strategies, they are able to perform better. Emotion management decreases emotional distress and increases positive well-being, even if the source of the problem stays unchanged. Their performance is not necessarily enhanced, but they have a better mindset. Maladaptive coping hurts rather than helps, and is found when athletes turn to abusing drugs or alcohol or withdrawing emotionally or behaviorally. In summary of this model, when there is high competitive demand, low personal control, and poor coping strategies, stress is likely to lower a player's ability to succeed. However, when an athlete has high personal control and good use of coping strategies, stress is less likely to derail an athlete from performing well in a competitively demanding situation. Now that we've discussed what stress is, that it stems from the perception of ability and demand, we will now delve into a few specific ways to handle stress. Due to the length allotted for this video, we will be focusing on problem management techniques. This includes competitive engineering, personal engineering, and problem solving. When success is uncertain, there is stress. Competitive engineering reduces unnecessary uncertainty and decreases the importance of a situation. To reduce unnecessary uncertainty, think about the elements that create stress in your sport. Is there a starting lineup? Do players know what roles they will be playing in an upcoming game? To reduce unnecessary uncertainty, you can tell your players the starting lineup well before the game starts. You can show videos of the opponents in order for players to feel more comfortable with an upcoming game. And while uncertainty is part of all sports, that's part of what makes sports fun and challenging. Eliminating the unnecessary uncertainty will lessen stress experienced by the players. The more important an outcome of an event, the more likely it is that players will feel stress about that outcome. Offering rewards or giving too much recognition to individuals can create a lot of pressure to perform well. Removing these rewards can lessen the importance of an outcome and remove some of the pressure from an athlete. Personal engineering decreases stress by focusing on enhancing things under the player's control. These include being in good physical condition, such as having good strength, agility, and endurance, the player giving their best effort, improving their weaknesses, and preparing mentally. The more prepared this athlete is in the skills necessary for the sport, the better perception they will have for their own ability to succeed. Developing problem-solving skills is another way of problem management. Coaches who teach players to be flexible when situations change, opponents change tactics, or other problems arise will be able to perform better. Keep a list of demanding situations and then simulate these situations. This will help players learn to problem solve while being in a less stressful situation, and thus be able to better apply those techniques in the heat of the moment. While there is much more to stress management, having an understanding of these basic problem management techniques is a great start to helping your athletes better handle stress. By decreasing unnecessary uncertainty, such as by telling the players the starting lineup, studying the tactics of the other team, and being consistent in your coaching. Lowering the importance of outcomes. This can be done by offering no rewards for performance, not bringing it to the attention to the players if important people are in the crowd, etc. Focusing on things athletes can control, such as their physical condition, having goals that are focused on process and performance, and the ability to problem solve. The athlete will be in a better position to perform to their best ability. While all sports have demanding situations, these situations do not have to cause stress if athletes have the skills to deal with them effectively. Ultimately, focusing on what athletes can control and putting the most value on performing to the best of their abilities, regardless of the outcome, will help athletes manage stress and enjoy their athletic experience.